Well, here it is, folks. I think there's quite a few Americans out there suffering from gluten intolerance, probably intolerance from a lot of things, but this specifically, I think, is very important when it comes to um, eating foods. I mean, we're all inflamed. If you look at, that's what I've been noticing, America is inflamed, and this is probably one reason why. And I'm out here. It's improving the bioavailability of nutrients and plants at the household level. And I'll leave the link. Plant foods are, and this is by these guys here, Perales, Holtz, and Gibson. And Department of Human Nutrition, University of Otago, Dunedin, New Zealand. And there's the contact. Plant foods are the major staples of diets in developing countries in which the consumption of animal source foods is often low because of economic and/or religious concerns. However, such plant-based diets are often associated with micronutrient deficits, exacerbated in part by poor micronutrient bioavailability. Diet-related factors in plant foods that affect bioavailability include the chemical form of the nutrient in food and/or nature of the food matrix. Here it is. This is the matrix. Tell you what, it really is. Interactions between nutrients and other organic components. Example, phytate, polyphenols, dietary fiber, oxalic acid, protein, fat, ascorbic acid. Pre-treatment of foods as a result of processing and/or preparation practices. Consequently, household strategies that reduce the content or counteract the inhibiting effects of these factors on micronutrient bioavailability are urgently needed in developing country settings. Examples of such strategies include germination, microbial fermentation or soaking to reduce the phytate and polyphenol content of unrefined cereal porridges used for young child feeding, addition of ascorbic acid containing fruits to enhance non-HAM-Phe absorption, heating to destroy the heat label anti-nutritional factors like goitrogens and thiamases, or disrupt the carotenoid protein complexes. Such strategies have been employed in both experimental isotope absorption and community-based studies. It increases the iron, zinc, and calcium absorption have been reported in adults fed devitamized cereals compared to the cereal containing their native phytate. In community-based studies in rural Malawi, improvements in dietary quality in arm muscle area and reduction of incidence of anemia and common infections in young children have been observed. What this is saying is that, even when you cook your beans, let them, let them soak for a couple of days. Not a couple of days, depending, like 24 hours, 12 to 24 hours, and rinse the water every 5 hours or something. And what that does is it breaks down the outer shell of the plant, the bean, and I think it makes it more bioavailable. You could even sprout it and then cook, just to where it just barely sprouts, and then you have a lot of nutrients there, too. Of course, this is not any reference to how to cure yourself of anything. This is just me rambling, reading a thing here, and letting you know what I've learned. It's not to be construed as advice at all. Just ideas. always do your own research. Everybody's different. But this is something that sounded, that would pertain to all of us, to be honest. So, and these guys are calling it out for, our type of area.